Hello, it's JANG here with a quick look at a LEGO Friends set. This is the Popstar Recording Studio. It comes with 172 pieces and the figure here is Olivia. Now this is kind of a two-sided thing. It's representing the kind of technical booth side of a recording studio, and then you have your talent side back here where you'd actually have somebody singing or playing music. So if you look at it from the other side, this is the kind of the other view, and this is supposed to represent an entire room over here, but you kind of have to use your imagination behind that, because as you can see, there's not really much detail here. They've got a guitar up on the wall there, and you could bring some of your equipment around to this side, such as a microphone stand, which is a pretty nice little build with just the paddle piece there, but it goes together well and it's pretty effective, I would say. They also have a sheet music holder stand that you can place over here, but most of the good stuff is going on the other side of the wall. I really like the large musical note that they built up above, but most of the detail is down here in the booth, where you get some speakers, you get a really nice sticker applied to that console or that display right there, which shows different tracks that are being mixed together, and they just use a handful of printed pieces as well. And there's one lever that you can pull down to represent kind of your master levels control there. This is a little separate little thing, little extra console that you can use, representing, you know, a couple of buttons and some other controls and things. This down here is an interesting little device. It's just well, it's basically just holding in a single disc. And you can place that disc in there or you can eject it, but the coolest thing is how it can be ejected. So you can actually squish this all the way in as if you're putting it in there either to play it, to do some editing right now, or you can be using that to record. And then from the other side, they have just a little button that you can push to eject it from the other side, and then you can pull it out from there. And that's actually a printed piece. It doesn't have a sticker on top of it, and you could use that to represent a gold record as an award, or in this case it's supposed to represent just a rather large CD. Off to one side you have the door to the sound booth there, and it has a sticker on it that's a poster that represents an advertisement for Livy's tour in Heart Lake City for 2015. And then there are a couple of chairs. You could use this one inside of the sound booth if you want to sit on to play the guitar, or you could have it out here, or you could actually use it on this side, you know, for the engineer who's going to be working there. And this is just a small little couch just for, you know, for guests or just for relaxing between sessions. They have just a little glass there to represent something you can drink out of. There's also a newspaper that you can read just to pass the time a little bit. On the other side over here, of course you can put those wherever you want them to be. On the other side, this is supposed to represent a cabinet and a wall. It's just a large sticker piece that, you know, just kind of adds a little extra detail over here and helps the whole thing to be a little bit more symmetrical. And then they also include this representation of, I believe it's supposed to be a camera. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe a little bit old looking, especially with the reel-to-reel tape there, but you can tell what it's trying to be, at least. And last but not least, here is Olivia herself with the Popstar series top on, and I also wanted you to see the guitar up a little bit more closely. They also have a pair of headphones which attaches just like a regular Friends hair accessory, like a bow or anything like that would, just from the top, using the miniature peg system. And nothing new to see from the back, but because of the way that they attach the guitar there, you can angle it off to the side, so you get a little bit more of a believable playing pose. So, as is pretty normal by now for the Friends sets, lots of little details here and small accessories and things to help you to really get into the moment and the feel of the place where you are and the scenario that's going on here. Of course, it would have been nice to have at least one more wall for the sound booth area to make it feel a little bit more closed up. You can angle the side panels in, the door and the other small wall on the right. You can angle those in at a 90-degree angle because they're on hinges to make it feel a little bit more booth-like. But overall, I feel like they did a pretty good job here with the separation, because it really is just two sides. You know, when you really think about what's going on here, there's the engineer side and then there's the talents side. And so I think this is actually okay to have it be fairly flat and not to have a whole lot of depth to the place. I especially just like the side that we're looking at right now because it's got all the equipment there, and I think that, you know, they have a nice amount of detail there, and it's good that they used some printed tile pieces, and I'm glad that they also brought in at least one piece with a sticker that really has that specific look that is just for this type of scenario. So that's it for my look at this set. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any thoughts about this set that you would like to share, please do by leaving a comment down below. I'll be talking to you again very soon.